Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the Meditation 5 on the Voice of the Silence. I've got my three friends with me, Gautama Buddha, Tara, and Kuan Yin. So we're in good company this morning. It'll be obviously, I say this every time, but it's for anyone else that may have just joined. I follow the same pattern. I read the words, time of silence, and then I'll say a few closing words. So, just breathe out any tension I've mentioned before about tuning the mind and the breath. Just breathe out any tension, nice and relaxed. Every time you breathe out, become a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more at ease, a little bit more at peace. And prepare the mind for the meditation. Have patience, candidate, as one who fears no failure, courts no success. Fix thy soul's gaze upon the star whose ray thou art, the flaming star that shines within the lightless depths of ever-being, the boundless fields of the unknown. Have perseverance, as one who doth for evermore endure. Thy shadows live and vanish. That which in thee shall live forever, that which in thee knows, for it is knowledge, is not a fleeting life. It is the man that was, that is, and will be, for whom the hour shall never strike. I've mentioned these verses before because to me they're the essence of the spiritual path. And it also gives us great hope, helps us to dispel the illusion that there's such a thing as death. People in modern society are terrified of death because they believe it's the end, whereas in fact it's just another beginning. H.P. Blavatsky says that death is ever a friend and deliverer. But in this world, no matter how much pain a person is in, they still try to cling to life rather than letting it go and freeing themselves. Because, again, like I've said, we're so materialistically minded that we think that we just have this one life. According to spiritual teachings, though, there is no such thing as death, which is based on most concepts and ideas in modern society, which is based upon ignorance of our true divine nature. The more we become aware of what we are in essence and in reality, the less fear of death we will have. We will come together as one being, one entity, and death will then disappear from our minds. In time we will put off this physical form just in the same way as we put off a worn-out coat, as the Bhagavad Gita tells us, and step into the next phase of our journey in full consciousness. H.P. Blavatsky again says that immortality is but one's unbroken consciousness. I mean, we suffer in this life, but in many cases suffering teaches us more than an easy life does. Someone who suffers is more likely to understand the suffering of others because of what they are going through themselves. An ex-alcoholic or drug addict is much more likely to understand the sufferings of alcoholics and drug addicts more than social workers or people who haven't gone through the same themselves, although those people are doing good work, obviously. But an ex-alcoholic, drug addict, etc. will understand more. Suffering can cleanse us, and if we are focused upon our spiritual progress, despite everything, we develop the hardihood to face any trial, and we learn to transcend the suffering. I remember I think it was Saint Anne, who was gored to death by a bull in the Roman arena, I think. And when she was dying, someone said to her, "Did the bull? Did it hurt? Did the bull? Does it hurt a lot?" And she said, "What bull?" So she was so on a higher plane of being that she didn't even know that she'd been attacked. Well, that's a story anyway. So we can transcend suffering eventually and reach this higher state of being, which is our true self, which is beyond all suffering, beyond all pain, of course. And this, as I've said in other meditations, and I say in all my talks nearly, this is what we should be cultivating, realising, awakening to who we truly are. Because Plato says that all true learning is merely recollection. It's awakening to what we already know, what we already are. As I said in my last meditation, look inward, thou art Buddha. We're just enlightened as we are. Realise that. And all the things to do with the lower aspects of our mind, the lower mind, are all passing illusions. Maya, as they say in the East, Maya, passing illusion. We are what we are, in essence. So take that thought with you as you go your day-to-day life. Keep it at the back of your mind always. And slowly but surely you will begin to awaken to who you truly are, or even what you truly are, beyond time and beyond space. Thank you for listening, and see you next time. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Peace on earth and goodwill to all beings.